Hi everybody, welcome to day 16, letting go, vairagya. That's how you say it in Sanskrit. So you're going to need a block today for today's class or a thick book, and I'll meet you on the mat. Welcome everybody to day 16, letting go. In Sanskrit, one of the words for letting go is vairagya. And this is also a yogic practice of letting go. And today we're going to use the Ujjayi breath that we practiced yesterday. And if that doesn't work for you, you can work with the deep inhale and long exhale as we practice today. So let's begin by opening up our hands and our hearts. You can close your eyes, making a conscious decision to leave everything else to the side during our practice. A conscious decision to be present on your mat. Bring the hands in front of our hearts. And we'll open with one Om. Take a deep inhale. And taking a moment and softening your mind towards your heart. And setting an intention for yourself that supports you in staying connected to your heart. For example, the last couple of years, my intention has been trust. It's what has taken me back through the doubts in my mind and fears. It's what has taken me back again and again to my heart, trusting in that divinity in myself and in all beings, trusting in that light of awareness that will guide me and nourish me. And as I lay my trust in my heart, it's amazing how that inner voice has come up at the perfect time and guided me. So whatever it is that draws you back to your heart from the weeds of the mind and distractions, set that intention. Breathe it into your whole being. Let's open up our eyes. So we're going to do some practice to help release tension in the body. And it's like a shiatsu. It's kind of like doing a self-shiatsu. And we're going to work along some major meridians and also some of our lymph system. So we're going to begin with taking our right hand, make a soft fist, and go back and forth as if you're knocking on a door, and nice and loose. And I'll do that knock on your other hand. So it's a nice loose wrist. Good. So I'm gonna extend the legs out. Take the right foot over to your left thigh here. I'm gonna take your right hand, and just like we were, you're gonna use the back of your hand and start with the mound of the big toe. And you're gonna gently knock and stay here for a little bit on your arch. And with every gentle knock you're doing, infuse it with your intention. Whatever it is that you set your intention, infuse your body with your intention. And now we're going to go up our leg to our calf. You don't want to go on your bone. Just gentle. And we're going to follow it all the way up to the inner thigh. Gentle. Breathing in your intention into your body. And release that leg, and let's take the other leg. So you can just take your foot and grab it. Maybe your foot is down here, or you can maybe get the sole of the foot facing you. And we'll start again. If you want to use your left hand, whichever hand works best for you. And I'm going to gently start on the big mound of the big toe. Under the mounds of the toes is where we have, in reflexology, is where we have the sinuses. So let's go to the arch of the foot, which is the base of the spine. And now we're going to go up the inside of the calf. We're following our lymph system here. This helps to get stagnant lymph moving, and we're going up the inner thigh. Great. And release that leg. Now you're going to cross the left shin in front of the right shin. Pull the feet out and lengthen up. And we're going to do a little bit on the arm. Take your right hand. I'm going to do the palm. I'm going to do the mound of the big thumb here. Hold a lot of tension in the hand there and on the palm, the inside of the arm. Now you can go on to the fingers and keep knocking all the way up to the top of your chest, but underneath the sternum bone there. This is also more lymph. Let's do the other side. So let's use the pads of the fingers as we knock here. The hand, the mound of the big thumb, inside of the arm, breathing in your intention into your body. Breathing in love, whatever form that is in your intention. And you have it come up all the way here to underneath your sternum. This is where we have a major lymph here. So we always go from the extremities towards the heart. This helps also move stagnant lymph, stagnant energy in the body. All right, let's shake out the hands a little bit. Now we're going to do the kidney area. So you're going to take the back of your hand, and you can do both of them, back of your hand, and you're going to hit right above the hips of your hip bones in the kidney area there. So you want to do this gently. It could be, a little tender. Kidney energy is also connected to our essence. So this helps to get this area move any stagnation, get it flowing more. So it's kind of going up and down. This is the kidney area. You might need to do one side and then the other. Okay. Come back, bring your hands forward, shake them out. Just kind of shaking out the energy here, getting things moving. And now we're going to do, you could take your right or your left hand, and you're just going to do a little gentle around the abdomen, going from the right to the left in a clockwise circle. Just do this 3 times. We have a lot of lymph around the belly. You can do it nice and gentle. Or you can even rub your hand if that feels better for you. A lot of lymph here. We have a whole lot of lymph that goes right around the belly. That's why we can get inflammation or you can rub your hand, whatever feels better for you. Sometimes rubbing feels better. This is a good thing to do, indigestion, gas, get things moving here. Wonderful. We're going to take the hands and we're going to start with under our chin. First, go under the chin, the fingernails. And now we're going to take the fingertips, thumbs underneath the chin, fingertips tapping. A lot of meridians in the face here. Starting to tap on the front of the jaw. Now you're going to move right up the sides of the face, up your cheekbones. And now your fingertips are going to tap right on top of your cheekbones here. A lot of sinuses. This is actually a good thing to do. A lot of self-care. And so we're going to tap the sinuses all the way up the bridge of your nose. So now you're tapping right above the bridge of the nose, the third eye, the Ajna chakra, or pituitary. And now the fingers are going to move away from each other as they tap down this across the forehead. And you're going to go down the sides of your face. This is a whole like lymphatic drainage type thing here. And you're going to go all the way down your neck, the sides of your neck, because this is how lymph moves. You've got a lot of lymph nodes underneath your ears, side of your neck. And you're going to finish right below the clavicle or right above the chest. Little tapping, good. And now you can tap a little bit on top of the sternum. This helps also with glands, the thyroid. Good. Shake out hands. Let's place the hands on top of our thighs. Close your eyes. Feel rooted with your sit bones into the earth. Inhale, lengthen all the way to the crown of the head. Draw shoulder blades back, bringing your awareness to your breath. Taking a deep inhale, and then exhale, blowing out anything you're holding on to, like you're blowing out a candle softly. Blow out through the lips. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, drawing the air all the way into the lower belly, top of the lungs. And then blow out the air like you're blowing out a candle. We'll do this again. Deep inhale, fill the lower belly, top of the lungs. You're going to hold the breath at the top of the breath. And then exhale, and we're going to hold the breath at the bottom of the breath. Blow it out through the mouth. Hold. Inhale, nice deep breath from the lower belly, top of the lungs. Hold. Exhale, blow out the candle. Deep inhale, breathing in your intention to your whole being through the nose. Filling up the lungs to the top. Hold. Exhale all thoughts. Blow them out through the mouth. Deep inhale, breathe in your intention to your whole being from the toes all the way to the crown of the head. Hold the breath. Exhale, blow out all thoughts. Pull the belly in. Blow it out. Come to a normal breath. Stay here for a few moments in stillness. Open the eyes. Staying connected to this stillness, we're going to come over to all fours and continue to use this practice of breathing your intention into your whole being and exhaling thoughts. We'll come onto all fours with a deep inhale, dropping the heart. We're coming to a cat and cow. Exhale, blow out through the mouth, blow out all thoughts. Inhale your intention, drop the belly. Exhale all thoughts. Next inhale, take chin and chest, come to the earth. Exhale, release the hands behind you, clasp the hands behind the back, draw the elbows towards each other. And a deep inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, straighten the arms if you can. Next inhale, lift the legs and point the toes. Exhale, release to the earth. And we'll push back. Walk fingertips forward, palms on the earth. Lift the chin here with an inhale. Now I want you to press your hands to the mat as if you're trying to push the mat away from you. And as you do that, feel a toning and press your hands into the mat and away and see if you can connect to the lower belly and feel a toning there. Inhale and then exhale. Keep the tone in the belly as you drop the forehead to the earth and let the hips pull back and lengthen through the spine here for a couple of breaths. Deep inhale and long exhale, lengthening through the spine. A Buddhist monk, Hui Nen, said, "One deluded thought and we are all dull and ordinary, but with the next awakened thought, we are as wise as the Buddha." Inhale, let's come to all fours. Draw the knees back a little past the hips and make them almost as wide as your mat. And let's come up to a downward facing dog. Come up high in the toes, bend the knees. Stick the hips up to the sky. Inhale, lift the chin, gaze in between the hands. With the next inhale, expand into your back body. And exhale, push the hands into the mat, lengthen through the spine as your heels lower to the earth, straightening the legs as much as you can. Stay here for a breath. Relax the head in between the arms. Inhale, let's come down to our knees. And bring your right foot in between the hands. Root the left hand into the earth and inhale, open up the right arm. And if you can, lift the back knee, straightening the back leg, and breathe here. Release the right hand. So you're going to walk your right foot out a little bit to the right, open the right foot out. The toes are facing out towards the right. If you have a block, you can use a block if you would like, or a book to take your hands. You might have your hands, arms here or lower, or you might take them to the earth here. So have your block to the side here, ready to put your arms on. Walk your fingertips out, lengthening through the spine here. Inhale, expand into the back body. Now exhale, softening either onto your block or to your floor, softening the head down. Take a couple of breaths here. Bring the awareness to the hips. Notice tightness in the hips and breathe the breath into the hips. And then exhale, blow it out like you're blowing out a candle. Releasing whatever you're holding on to there. Let it go. Deep inhale through the nose, directing the breath to your hips. Exhaling it out. Press the hands into the mat. And now bring your foot parallel to the front of the mat here. And walk the hands back as far as you can. Maybe you straighten this front leg as you lift the toes. Lengthen through your heart. And let's take the right foot back. Come either to a plank or come to your knees. And we'll lower down to the earth. We're going to take our fingertips out wider than our mat. Tops of toes press into the earth. Inhale, lengthen through your spine by pressing your fingers into the earth and lengthen through the spine and draw the shoulders up and back. Tuck the tailbone down as you inhale, lengthen through your spine as much as you can. Remember, no pain in the lower back. And release down to the earth here. We're going to press the hands into the earth and we're going to come up to all fours or downward facing dog, whatever is best for you today. I'm going to come up to a downward facing dog. Hands press into the earth, shoulders up to the sky, lengthen through the spine, and draw the thighs back. Take a breath here. Inhale the left foot forward and drop the back knee. Press the right hand into the earth. And if you need a block here for your hand in this twist, that works too. Let's press your hand into the earth. Sink into the hips and inhale, open up the left arm. From the heart, expand out. If possible, lift the back leg. Stretch through the back leg. Feel a stretch along the whole back side through the back heel. And breathe. Let's drop the right knee. So you want to take the left foot, walk it out a little bit, and now let the left toes point out towards the left. Have your block handy to the side if you want to use a block. So we're going to first start by walking our hands out. Now this time I want you to press your hands into the floor if possible. Maybe you have your hands on a block like this or a book. Press the hands into the floor and pushing and strengthening your lower abdominal muscles, engaging the lower abdominal muscles as you push your hands into the floor. See if you can connect with the abdominal muscles as you push your hands. And now we're going to take our block with our elbows to it, or come to your mat. And take a deep inhale and long exhale. With the next breath, breathing it into your hips. The deep hip opener here. Directing the breath into your hips. Exhaling like you're blowing out a candle and blow out any tension. Inhale deep into the hips. Blow out tightness. Inhale to the belly. Blow out any tension. Blowing out any thoughts. Breathing in your intention to your whole being. Now press your hands into the mat. Walk your foot back so the toes are facing forward. If possible, lift the toes, straightening the leg the best you can here. Lengthening forward with your heart. Wonderful. And let's bring the left leg back. And we're going to come on to our backs. Have your block nearby. So let's straighten the legs. hug the legs towards each other. As you hug to the midline, inhale, extend the arms up and stretch through the fingertips and through the toes. Bend the knees. So we're going to take the block in between our thighs. We've been working on back bends a lot lately. So you're going to take the block in between the thighs to hug to the midline, or use a book, or if you have like a thick towel. Otherwise, you'll imagine that you have a block. So we're going to take our elbows to the earth. Inhale, press elbows into the earth and lift the heart and chest. Next breath, squeeze the block and lift the hips. Draw the tailbone down and in. Press elbows into the earth. Press the back of the head into the earth and expand in the chest. Release the hips. Right hand to the heart, left hand to the belly. Stay here for a couple of breaths before we do another one. Breathing your intention into your whole being and breathing out and letting go. And we're going to do another back bend. So this time, we're going to have the block next to us to be able to put under our sacrum. So I'm just going to, for those of you that haven't done this with me before, I'm going to show you. So you're going to press elbows into the earth, feet into the earth, lift the hips, and now you can use the block. So I can come up on my toes, lift my hips. You can use it on the highest level. You place it under your sacrum, not the kidneys. To support, it should feel good. Or you can put it on a lower level, whatever is the best level for you. Okay? If you don't have a block, you can also use a book for this. Or you can even place a cushion underneath. So here we go. Elbows press into the earth. Inhale, press feet into the earth, lift the hips. I'm going to come on to the higher level here, whatever is the best level for you. And let the sacrum be heavy on the block. It should feel good. If it's too much strain, then go on a lower level. So you have several options here. You can have the arms open with the palms towards the sky, or clasp the hands underneath the block if that's a possibility for you. Just draw the right and left shoulder under. So whatever is the best, or maybe your hands grip around the block. And close your eyes, and we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. It's a wonderful, supported, heart-opening back bend. And you don't want your knees to open wide. You want to keep them hip width apart here. Bring our awareness to the breath. Allowing the breath to draw you into your heart space. And with each inhale, feel your heart expanding in the chest. Press the back of the head into the earth. With each breath, the heart area glows brighter and brighter. And as you exhale, blowing out, releasing, letting go. So with the next breath, let's open our eyes. And this is an option if you want to extend the right leg up to the sky. Keep the hips heavy on the block, or maybe they're in your hands.
rooted, and then rise with the leg, with the heel pointing up towards the sky and the toes curling back towards you if possible. Release the right leg. Inhale the left leg up. Deep inhale as you stretch the foot up towards the sky, the bottom of the foot, toes curled back towards you, and release the leg. So another option, if you want to try, take a deep breath in and bend both knees. You can stay here or extend both legs up. So the sacrum feels rooted on your block or your book. You can even do this with your hands holding your hips. This is wonderful for the lymph, fantastic for the nervous system. Getting the circulation towards the heart and the brain. Inhale, expand in the heart and release the legs down as slow as you can. The next breath, lift the hips and remove the block to the side. You're going to pull the knees in and rock back and forth a little. So extend the legs straight. I'm going to bend the right knee. Pick your hips up and bump them over to the right. Hook your right toes behind the left leg. Extend the arms out, palms to the sky, and then roll your right knee towards the left. So try to lift your shoulders up and get them both on the floor as much as you can, and gaze over to the right for a deep spinal twist. So your right knee is coming over to the left, and you're gazing over your right shoulder. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Twists are wonderful for the spine, creating space between the vertebrae. Also very good for the lymph nodes. Helps with stagnant lymph. Also good for the organs and the colon. So let's bring that leg back. Bring the hips back to center. Hug the knee in, extend the leg to the sky. Clasp hand behind the thigh, press the thigh into the hands, foot up towards the sky, release that leg. And now we'll do the opposite side. Bend the left knee, bump your hips over to the left. Left foot hooks behind your right thigh. Extend the arms out. So let's lift both shoulders. Try to get both shoulders on the earth the best you can. Now, if you pull the belly in, it helps to create more space for the twist here. Pulling the belly in. Maybe you take your left hand as you pull the skin of the ribs over to the left and gaze over to the left side. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Bringing the awareness to the breath. Releasing on the exhale. And letting go. If you like, you can even take your right hand to your left knee to encourage a little deeper twist. Now let's come back. Bring the hips back to center. And let's hug the knees in. Hugging the left knee into the chest. Extend the left leg up. Place the hands behind the thigh and press the thigh into the hands. Stretching the left foot up towards the sky. Wonderful. And release that leg. Let's bring both knees in again. Back and forth. Hug knees into the chest. We'll come into a happy baby. Softening the lower back towards the earth. Releasing the legs. Let the feet fall over to the side. Release the arms, palms up to the sky. Let everything melt into the mat as you let go into the earth. We'll stay here for a little bit. Allowing the breath. The breath is drawing you deeper inside. With the inhale, drawing your intention into every part of your body, starting from your feet all the way up into the crown of the head. And as you breathe, notice if there's any areas in your body that are holding any tension or tightness. Breathe your intention into that area. As you exhale, breathe out the tightness. And continue doing that throughout your whole body until you completely let go. With the next breath, let's bend our knees, slowly roll over to the side, and we'll meet up in a seated posture. And we'll sit for just a couple minutes of meditation. And feel rooted on the sit bones on the earth. Feel grounded. You can take your hands to your thighs if you like, to ground into the earth. Inhale, lengthening and rising to the spine. Hands rest on the thighs. And shoulders soften. Bringing your awareness to your breath. Allowing the breath to draw you deeper inside. Exhaling, releasing, letting go of feelings or thoughts that rise up. Inhaling, entering the space of the heart. Exhaling, releasing, letting go of thoughts. Inhaling deeper into the safe, loving space of the heart. Exhaling thoughts. We'll stay here.
With the next breath, bringing yourself back to the surface. Inhale, let's open up our hands in front of our hearts. We'll take a deep breath in and close with one Om. Inhale. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you, everybody, for joining today. Day 16. Varagya, letting go. So I hope that you have a wonderful day or evening, and see you on the mat tomorrow, day 17.